Hey everybody, Radamon here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So, we are picking up where we left off. We have an inventory chock full of stuff, doing a trade run as well. I also wanted to mention some feedback I got from all of you. So, some of it was about the Paragon loadout. One is that I should try tactical lasers on small mounts and point defense AI to shoot down missiles and torpedoes and stuff. Vyacheslav mentioned that. Cameron Dye mentioned that the front shield conversion helps to reduce upkeep and doubles the deploy time, but it does not affect the arc. Little exploity, but that's okay. I'll give it a run. And then Rikaishi mentioned that I might want to stack flux more than capacity. There was also one more tip. I forget who mentioned it. I'm sorry that I'm not accrediting you, but it is about, getting tachyon lances because, well, they're kind of better. So let's see if we have, yeah, we do have tactical lasers. So I'm going to crank out a bunch of tactical lasers. And what else do I want? Yeah, that's about it for now. Some other tips that I've failed to mention, and I apologize, whoever told me to do it. Another one was that something that would be really wise to do would be to start thinking about tugboats, because at this point I have a big old fleet, and the dedicated field drives that I got really do take up a lot of deployment points, so that would be a really good thing for me to invest in. Quick little recap of what else is going on. So we've got we've got a growing economy here. Livuetta's hit size 5. Let's go to the colonies here. Bezel hit size 5, and then Perdition hit size 4. Perdition's about to get fuel production up. That will help to make some additional cash. It's also going to piss off a lot of other factions, I suspect. But at this point, I am working on building up a fleet to the point where I can deal with their ire and anger. Alright, fuel production at Perdition is completed. Next time I'm back, I can queue up the synchrotron. Of course, that kicks up even more interest. So let's actually do a quick interest calculation. Mining is 1, fuel production naturally is 2, so that's a 3. And if I put the core in, that brings it up to 7. We can try that. So the thing is, if I exceed it, I might end up getting some terror cells, some Ludic Path terror cells, interested in disrupting my industries. And if we ever want to reduce that, what I could do is put fuel production on a different world with the synchrotron core and have mining alone there. What are we trying to do here? Let's try to use the gravity well again, just out of fun. We'll transverse jump. And here we are, not next to the world I wanted to be at. Where were we headed? Oh no, no, that is the wrong world. We want to be down here. Alright, I'm just about out of fuel. Yeah, another thing I'm going to need to do is to start bringing, like, fuel ships around with me kind of on the regular, because, come on, who's... Oh, I have to sneak in, don't I? Alright. So I think I'm not allowed to be here. Accepted missions. So Chalcedon. Oh, yeah, this is the right world. Oh, they're gonna pick up on. Oh no, they saw me and they ran. There we go. We got it. Let's do some trades on the black market. I have no idea why we're giving them all these weapons, but you know what? Whatever. Now that we're able to manufacture a lot of our own weapons, I don't really need to hoard weapons like I was before. my god, we have so many. Give me your fuel, give me your supplies. I'll also sell some on my crew. Alright, gonna just jump on out of here. I don't have a lot of fuel, but yeah, let's go this way. Now that we've manufactured a whole lot of stuff, the custom production queue got a bunch of the tactical lasers done. The Astral's still overhanging. Nope, you're not coming to me. I do have some other ships that I need to manufacture. In fact, let's see if I can't do it now. Ship hulls. Here's the Tempest. Alright, we're going to confirm that. Going to get another little Tempest out here. Alright, so where are we? We are docking over here. Oh, the Persian League is targeting Livoetta. So what's going on here, if you're curious, is they're basically interested in what's going on with this like new and up and coming upstart, because I'm attracting some attention from the other enemy factions, and this is going to be the case because I have dramatically expanded my planets pretty quickly. So, for instance, this new colony threat, they're easily outmatched. So I might not even need to do... Oh, here's another one. Everyone's targeting Livoetta. Well, okay. Bring it on, guys. This is, I think, what you guys want to see. Me warring with others. Here's the Tachyon lance being sold. So the reason why these are really good is they give 100% damage to shield armor and hull. That way they cut through just about anything you turn them on. What do I want to do? I want to talk to the base director. Now, another thing is, if I have enough of the enemy factions turn on me, I might as well just sign up with Tritachyon, because at some point, if all the other factions hate me, I might as well have an ally, right? And Tritachyon does not care as much as everyone else does about tech and stuff. They a lot of the things that are illegal everywhere else in the world, or galaxy, I should say, Tritachyon's like, yeah, whatever. You want drugs? That's fine. In fact, it would tell me here, if I go to Tritachyon, for instance, illegal commodities or AI cores, whereas everyone else, it's like, oh, you're not allowed to have armaments. And so one of the reasons why the Persian League, if you look at all of the illegal things, it's all pretty much like drugs and weapons, where pirates obviously don't care. And then the Independents don't really care about tech. Tritachyon doesn't really care about drugs. So the Tritachyon and the Independents are the ones that are just like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you're out of our jurisdiction. We're not going to police you as much. But the Persian, so who's coming to me right now? The Persian and the Sindrian? Yeah, Sindrian. They're coming because they want to disrupt heavy industry, both of them. And if you look at the factions here, the Persian, I'm making heavy armaments, that's pissing them off. I don't actually know why the Persian League is trying to disrupt my my heavy industry. But the thing is, they're doing it, and we're going to have some faction fights on our hands. Oh, and here's a big old fleet. So if you take a look at this fleet here, this is obviously the Pelters. The fleets are looking bigger and stronger because of the heavy industry that I've got going on. Don't hit me with the storm. Alright, I'm just about out of fuel, but I'll have enough to get there, and then I'll refuel there. Yeah, my fuel use per day is way high. One of the beautiful things is now, if I take a look at Perdition, it makes fuel. Now, obviously, this isn't a free fuel, but it's fuel nonetheless that I can buy. And then the way station at Livoetta does the same thing. So here's some free resources because it's in storage. And as you can see, there's still a lot of stuff that I've yet to sell. Some things I'll probably never sell. Well, let's keep those under wraps. Part of me wants to just fire up the synchrotron core. Say, the hell with it. I will sync it up. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, manage the colony. Go to field production, install the core. And that dramatically increases the amount of fuel it makes. Let's see. Nothing stored over here. Oh, and there we go. Because I queued that up, we got Ludic Path cells at Perditions because I've built up enough interest. So what this means is they are basically terror cells. So if I take a look at the colony again, stability, we've got active Ludic Path cells. Now there's a little bit of a, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a little bit of a bug in the system that cells aren't as dangerous as you'd think they would be, I guess is the nicest way to put it. Taking a look at the ships that I've got stored in here. How much longer till the end of the month? What day is it? I'm trying to figure out if I should leave or not. Colony threats. So I have a little bit of time until the colony threats come. Another way to deal with all of the bounties. Okay, so Epsilon Hufra. That's really, really close to my core system, so I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, no, 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 don't jump. I don't think I can cancel it at this point. All right, let's go back. Wasting a bunch of fuel because the production report just finished up. All right, so if I take a look at storage, here's all my attack lances. I don't know where all my attack lasers are. But all right, let's refit. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to design a ship design that we can just sort of keep and roll out with like a prototype. So there's all my attack lances. Then on all of the small point here, I'm going to do, oh yeah, tactical lasers. No, I don't have missiles. We still have the hypervelocity drives. That's kind of decent anti-shield. And then graviton beams. Okay, perfect. Weapon groups. So all of the lances I want on 1. Hypervelocity drivers on 2. Graviton beams on 3. Salamanders on 5. And all of my tac lasers on 4. Set all those to auto. Then, let's see. I'm going to dramatically reduce my vents and everything just for now. We want to put in probably advanced optics. Get rid of flux coil. And then also point defense AI. And then the rest we'll put to vents and then some capacitors. All right. The augmented field drives would be really, really good to get rid of, but I don't have tugs yet. So here is my ship. I like it. If we like it enough, we can roll it out to other Paragons if Paragons are going to be the mainstay of my fleet. At this point, yeah, let's go do that bounty and see how that feels. Now, like I said, another way to deal with all of the sort of like disruption interests that you get is to sort of use your reputation to pay them off. So that's totally a legitimate and actually pretty easy way to deal with the fact that everyone wants to crush you. is just to do a lot of bounties and missions to befriend everyone and then make sure that they're not going to come to squish you when they get all mad that you have technology that they want. Hello, pirates. Alright, so I'm going to deploy myself and the Onslaught and Rose as well. I'm going to have them be wingmen to me. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't do the front shield conversion. You know what? I think I put it on alternating fire, and that was a clear mistake. This is going to be a really easy base to squish, though. As you can see, it's not going to hold up all that well. No, I guess alternating fire is fine. It's easier on the flux. Alright. I built my flux up a bit too high. Let me purge it. As you can see, my tack lasers are pretty good anti-fighters. The tack lances rip up these enemy ships pretty quick. There is a fair bit of flux involved, though. I'm not gonna lie. Ow. I feel like every time I'm denting them, my flux goes max. So I'm gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna have to either reduce my flux or change the loadout a bit. But let me get rid of their structural pylons. It looks like they actually have some more ships. Let's see how fast. I probably don't need the beam distance. That actually might save me. Oh, so here you see the Onslaught onslaughting with their built-ins. Let me just focus on blowing up this pirate base. So yeah, one of the issues that I'm currently having is my beam weapons have such incredible range that I am building up flux because I'm shooting at everything all the time. Which is funny, you know, extra range can actually hurt you, I suppose. But it's an experiment. We'll fine-tune it. Alright, it's definitely dead. And apparently the rest of their little fleet want to be squished as well. I mean, that's totally fine. There we go. Now they're defeated, I don't really care about the rest of them. I don't want their ships because they were garbage. Rose leveled up, and we're good. I'm not going to bother with their makeshift sensor array. Let's go ahead and go down to Hybrasil and sell off some of the junk we got. taking a look at my colonies. Pretty good net income now. I still have room for additional colonies, especially if I hire additional administrators. Rose, before I forget, congratulations on your promotion. Let's give you damage control. Picking your next one. Do I have the ability to make tugs? Yep. Get some tugs queued in the custom production. Alright. All squared away. Received a whole bunch of money. We're almost a millionaire again. Almost. I'm going to refit. Let's get rid of the optics. Let's actually get rid of the salamanders. I just don't think they're important enough. And then in lieu of this, let's go with front shield conversion. So what this is doing is my shield flux per second goes dramatically down, but it actually doesn't affect the shield arc at all, which is pretty awesome. We could also really stabilize it with stabilized shields, but the other thing I was gonna do is, you could also do hardened shields, but what was I gonna do? I sort of forget. I'm like staring at this. Oh, yes, the flux dissipation rate. Yeah. All right, so we dissipate flux like crazy now, and we'll see if this helps out a little bit. Additionally, what I could do is replace these hypervelocity drivers with something like graviton beams for even more beam damage, because this is sort of a beam ship. I feel like Thor in Stargate. All right, let's go back up to Rama, because we do have some colony threats, and I wouldn't mind bashing some of my attackers. Getting a whole lot of interesting missions, though. The missions that are being offered up. Well, some of them withdrawn, but like research stations and stuff like that are pretty cool. Let's actually accept that. I don't mind going to a research station that I previously don't know about. What else do we want to do? Colonies, bezel. I was thinking about maybe adding commerce here. Now that we actually have the money to do it, let's go do it. Commerce does not add any interest value or anything like that. It just gives you a market to buy and sell at, which will help me sell stuff like blueprints that I really don't want to land in the hands of pirates, because I don't think Bezel's going to get raided. Oh, so here is Luddic churches. They're probably coming to attack me. I don't know why, or maybe they're here for something else. I'm just getting pushed around by these storms. What's the HSS Sarpedon? Oh, it's the Onslaught. I'll rename that when I get home. Or I could just rename it now. I don't think it will hurt it. Refit. Call you the Onslaught, because I'm actually not changing the hardware, so it's not going to kill its, durability or whatever. Hopping in my gravity well. Let's check on the colony threats. 5 days for Liboeta. So I might just hang out around Liboeta for that period of time. Managing the colony. Let's refuel. Here's what we've got stored. And the resource stockpiles. Okay. No, I'm not delivering stuff for the pirates. Thank you very much. Monthly income looking pretty healthy. I love it. And then, of course, Livoid had just delivered those tugs. And the Persian League just showed up. So, what do I want to do? First things first, let's take the tugs out. So what tugs do is carries a drive field stabilizer, which allows a fleet to reach a higher burn level. It's rare to see more than 1 or 2 of these in a fleet because they use up a lot of fuel. So the idea here is, now that we have the 2 tugs, if we check our speeds here, we've got drive field stabilization +2, which means we get an extra 2 burn. This uses up a lot of fuel, but what it will allow us to do, if I, for instance, refit this big bad boy, I can remove the field drive, and that frees up 40 for something else. So if I want to have hardened shields or stabilized shields, like I could basically make myself a super tank. I can't have hardened shields because actually maybe I can. All right, so the shield flux per damage and the shield flux is like nothing, right? I am like a super tank here, I think. We'll ride with this. We'll see how that works. And then of course my other ships here, we could do the same thing. So let's do shield conversion front, maybe stabilized shields, and let's focus on venting for you as well. So flux distribution. All right, and do the same thing over here. Extended shields. Focus on vents over flux. Oh, we have a lot more. All right, maybe hardened shields. And accelerated ones. So the accelerated ones allow for increased turn rate, and because we only have a shield arc of 240, it helps on the onslaught. I'm sure there's something better to do, but yeah, well, that's fine. Again, with the superflux, and yeah, I think you'll just be like built like that. A lot of these ships need to be retooled. I do actually am starting to get the money to do that, so I could probably afford to restore. Oh no, I can't quite restore this onslaught, but we're getting close. So the augmented field drives can be removed from a bunch of different ships. Although glitch here, I might just want to retire this and make a new one. Shield conversion. Wait, what was it doing? Shield conversion front. Oh, I don't think you can. You don't have the ability to do front, because that's, you already have front shields. Oh, weird. Okay. Well then, I'm just gonna add flux to you as well. Okay. Those are all the ships that I really needed to retool. And then if we check our speed here, we're still fast enough. So glitch, the smuggler and the Colossus can also ditch their drives. Not that they really matter, but we'll do that anyway because we don't need them. So that is Euban. You can get, forget that. Maybe that allows us to put, let's see, expanded cargo holds. A little extra cargo. Oomph. And then the tankers. Expanded auxiliary fuel tanks. Yes, this is a big change. It allows us to really free up a lot of space. You are fine. And then these tugs should just be called tugs. All right. All right, all right. Buy a little bit more fuel. So our max speed is still 20, but we are obviously we don't have the drives. Now where is this Libweta? Where's this where are these enemies? These colony threats. This is the first time I'm really going toe to toe. So the Persian is somewhere in the they're somewhere here. I just need to find them. I wouldn't mind. Oh, maybe you? You're delivering domestic goods to Libweta. Okay, so you're actually not here to attack me. Odd. Oh, there they are. They're just below me. I saw them blip on the minimap. Oh, hello. Hello. You have a teeny little fleet. Move to engage. I'm just going to do the two of us. Just the two of us. Alright, so now my brand new souped up ship here. Let's see how well it works. I'm sort of eager. I'm gonna get this nav beacon though. Allows me to chase them down a little faster. Oh, and you should be my wingman. I don't think. Oh yeah, I did that. Neat. Alright, so my beam distance is a little bit shorter. We knew that that was going to be the case. My shields deploy nice and quick, and they should be quite hardened. Come on, Wolfie. Backed up. Alright, let's go after their apogee. So I think the next big project is all of my 14th battle group ships I want to restore to their former glory. You can't, I don't believe you can, without mods, make 14th battleships. So they're just like tougher than anything you're able to manufacture for that tech level. As you can see here, I'm, my flux is pretty well managed. My TAC AI is going off like crazy. Your silly little missiles are never going to hit me. Even the fighters are going to have a hard time. I don't even know what they're fighting me for. Persian idiots. Where are your ships? Oh, your ships are behind me? You have a few in front, too. I don't even know where to go. I beat them so quick. Now, I don't know. I might want to lose the gravitons. I haven't really, that might be the next change I make to this fleet. And have it be, like, anti-fighter sort of weapons. Because I have anti-missiles, I have anti-capitals, I don't really have anti-spam ships. So all these little ships that are sort of swarming me, I don't have good, I don't have good weapons to pop them good efficiently. Oh, I think they have an Astral over here. Oh no, it might just be a Condor. Ooh, someone just torpedoed me. One of you stupid little kites torpedoed me real good in my engine block. That actually did considerable damage. Wasn't really looking at them. Alright, come on. Engines are back online. Let's go. I think they're fleeing. I highly doubt I'll be able to catch them. Because I don't have the right ships. No, their Condor's just kind of hanging out. Don't know why. But it moves faster than me. That's moving at 42. I'm moving at 86. If you let me catch you, I eat you. There we go. My tachyons are reaching. And now they're breaching. Who do you want me to kill? Won't let me out of this fight. I don't see anyone. There we go. Enemy fleet defeated. Let them go. Pick through the rubble. Persian League don't like me so much. Rose did level up though. Congratulations, Rose. You're now max level. Awesome. Alright, I'm a little bit fuel over capacity. So what I need to do is head back to like Whiteout or something and then ditch some of this fuel because I'm using extra supplies to store the fuel. Oh, this is just free stuff. Nice. I'll take it. We also want free supplies. Let's see. Yeah, sure. I'll deliver something. Oh, but we were nearly over capacity, so let's store. Oh, no. We're good. We have plenty of room for that. Let's refill on supplies a little bit. Some of this supplies isn't mine, so I don't want to burn through it. Go to the planets here. We could do growth incentives if I want to spend big. What do we... Perdition... I don't really care about how much Perdition grows at this point. Whiteout. Megaport, way station. I think the next thing would be a Star Fortress. Or a high command. Yeah, let's pay for a high command. That will toughen us up. So where are we going with this? This accepted mission is to you, Corvus. I'm just going to jump. Now what I really want to do is get in some sort of big capital fight. Oh, here's the Syndrians. Yeah. They were running from me and I kind of ran right into them. So let's go ahead and... Oh, Rose, you don't need special treatment anymore. You've leveled up. Let's just have one of each type of capital ship rock this out. I'm just going to do full-on assault. I don't really care. I think this is going to be an easy fight. They only have one, what are they called? Conquest? Which is a hybrid battleship carrier. They're more carrier than battleship, but they only got one of them. Alright, you took this nav buoy. I should be seeing ships in a second. There's a kite. Oh, here we go. Falcons. Hot knife and butter. Alright, so there is their little conquest. They were coming to attack my Whiteout. Ooh, nice torpedo hits. Oh, those were big. Their weapons all over their ship are now disabled. My flux is managing a lot better than it was before. That's a capital ship that I just cut open like a surgeon. So, proof of concept, this ship build works. I love the hyper-aggressive, burn-driving legions just going after them with reckless abandon. It's kind of wonderful. That's one of the things I really like about the low-tech ships, is they tend to have maneuverability and burn drives, and they just, like, launch themselves into combat. They're, if you have reckless pilots, they're actually a little dangerous, I'll be honest, because you end up jumping into combat. The AI, at least, jumps them into combat a little quickly. Oh, by my sunder. And they've been defeated, but we'll stick around until this ship's popped fully. And tachyons. Goodbye, ship. Alright, that's good enough. Claim victory. Let the rest go. I don't have the ability to get the conquest. So they're going to like me a little bit less. But their expedition failed. Their little attack on Whiteout to disrupt my heavy industry did not work out for them. Oh, at least it was only the tug that suffered damage. It's funny, I hit the emergency burn drive to avoid that such scenario. Oh, what's slowing me down? Oh, the tug got damaged and is not tugging us along. Oh no, it's let's see. Apparently we're just slower. What's going on here? Fleet. Maybe the tug needs to get repaired more? I don't know. I feel like I was faster. I'll figure that out soon. Oh, pirate activity in Rama. That's pirates at my home. Gonna have to deal with that. And I also have terror cells, so that is a little bit of a hurt of stability. So let's see. We have pirate activity, which is -1, but we're getting a high command, which will boost that back up. Bezel. Again, pirate activity -1, and we don't have the industries for a military base. Yeah, there's not much we can do at Bezel. Perdition, your stability is particularly low because you have a terror cell. Active Ludic path cells. Let's go upgrade the ground defenses to batteries. That will add 1 more stability. Alright, I am delivering it, what, to Asharu? Which is here-ish. Looks like this place is being raided by pirates, but I have a big enough fleet, I don't think pirates they're not gonna pick a fight with me. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I think I'm big and scary enough fleet that they'll avoid me. Alright, there we go. Independents love me. Alright, sorry Marines, I don't make enough money to warrant carrying you around. Alright, refueled. We also have this research station to go to. That's going to cost about a little bit more than half our fuel. So what I think I'm going to do is make a pit stop at Tile here. Refuel, go out there, and then head back. Alright, big old monthly. Yeah, we're making some good dollars now. Once I do this mission, I will go deal with the pirates at home. So this is Tile? Yeah. So we're just here to refuel, so don't run out. Guess we'll have to buy some on the open market. Actually, we bought every last ounce of fuel that planet had to offer, so let's go to the other planet. Spending money in the open market is not that much of a problem anymore, given my income. Can definitely afford it. Not that I should waste my money, per se, but it's not like I'm hurting either. Alright, let's go down to... No, I'll leave my crew alone. I'll get rid of 3 of them. Nice, even number. Fleet. Just sort of curious what they got here. I should start actually making more tankers. Do I have the ability? So, let's crank out a Prometheus class tanker. See what we can do. What is going on with our tugs? I thought I was faster than this. Oh, you know what? I had oh, there we go. The hedger coming to Livueta. Stupid hegemony want to fight, and they're coming because of they're disrupting the megaport. So this is not a hot war, it's a cold war. They're just like disrupting things, but as long as they're outmatched, I can probably ignore it. And I've been improving my ground forces where I'm stationed. So this little mission here is, I probably spent more in fuel than I will even doing the mission, but it's for the, stupid storms. It's for the chance of possibly getting, you know, science from here. Oh, and Pirate Raid coming. Everybody's attacking me now. Everybody wants a piece of the pie I've been brewing up. So is this where I need to be? Is this my... Yeah, this is where I need to be. So there's a research station somewhere around here. Oh, there's a desert world. That's probably going to have ruins. So that's cool. Alright, so there's the research station sitting right in a solar flare. Cool. Right into the corona. No, no, no. Go, go, go. Alright, sensor package is done. I got a beta core out of it. And blueprints to Perdition Wing that I already had. Neat. Scavenge the ruins a little bit before this corona melts me good. Yeah, let's get out. There was more to scavenge, but I'm not going to sweat it. There is a fleet or something here. There's sensor contacts. Oh, no, it's a mining station. I don't want any of your ships. This is for hegemony ship blueprints. That was for high-tech blueprints. What was that? Apogee Shrike. Oh, pretty good stuff. I'm going to have to be careful about to whom I sell this, and then there's also Corruptive Nanoforge. So all the blueprinty stuff, I'm going to make sure I sell it somewhere safe. As I've been mentioning, I don't want it falling into pirate hands, because if you sell enough to the pirates, you're making them really, really, really difficult. They will fight you. Oh, I learned the location of a supply cache. What's this? Equipment cache. Don't mind if I do. I'm already here. Blueprints to the Griffin. It's a missile cruiser. I don't particularly love missiles, as I'm sure you've heard me vocalize quite a lot, but I mean, free's free, right? So what about the new intel? The supply cache, oh, forget it. I'll highlight it, but forget it. It's really, really far away. Alright, I have enough fuel to get home, surprisingly, so let's go do that. Go straight home. I want to pick up a new ship. I also want to hire some new officers. Need to be on the lookout for officer stuff. And I suppose at this point, I'll get the fuel tanker I queued up, and then maybe go for the tech cache. Another thing that wouldn't be terrible would be to restore some of my 14th Battle Group ships, and then for Tragic Hysteria, retire it or sell it or whatever on probably the open market at my home, and set up a new Tragic Hysteria built from scratch, mimicking probably my own flagship, as it's a design that I particularly like. There's no need to be unique. If you're strong, there's no need to redesign the wheel. to reinvent it. Oh, the raid on Rama was failed. Yeah, no kidding. What about the other one? Oh, I have a lot of colony threats. Yeah, maybe one of the ex-Panthers can tell me where their base operations are. So I have a pirate base to blow up. I potentially have a Luddic Path base to blow up. There's some work to be done at home. As much as I want to go questing. Alright, commerce finished. Which means yoinking all this stuff. The beta core I'm going to put away because I'll turn that into Tritachyon. I'm going to take... I'm not going to take any of the crew yet. Alright, so fleet. Take... So we've got this new Astro. We also have the Tempest here. So I'm going to take the Tempest and take the Prometheus. Let's repair the ships. So the Prometheus here, if I go into the fleet, I have crew under strength. So let's grab the crew that I wasn't going to grab before, because now I know exactly how many I need. I'll grab a little bit more than I need to make sure that if I have some crew losses, I'm not, understaffed. The fleet here. So this Prometheus is a big tanker. Or super tanker. I'll just call it tanker. And then this little Tempest here is for one of my patrons. What are you supposed to be? Kevin. All right. I don't have it hooked up correctly. Ion pulsers. Do I? I don't have any ion pulsers, so I'll have to circle back to that. Yeah, I'm going to retire you or put you away for now until I have the right weapons for said Tempest. Very, very small ship, but, we'll roll them out. What else? So we had... The reason why we were moving faster at home is because we had the nav buoy. This tanker here is going to need to... Oh, forget that. Actually, just strip it entirely. You are going to want a field drive and maybe... fuel tanks, nav relay, and then the rest in capacity. I don't really care about what goes in here. All right, so my speed here, I'll probably need one more tug. I'll just do that. It's a lot of fuel, but whatever. All right, let's get another aux. And then for weapons, we want ion pulsers. I want 2 of them. I don't think I can make those. I'll have to pick those up somewhere. All right, another little tug. So, the pirate activity and all that jazz. Dockside bar. All right, now we know where the pirate base is. Perdition. Pay 10 grand for the Luddic Path base. I'm not going to deliver... Wow, that's a lot of stuff, though. It's a lot of money. Maybe I will. That's a lot of fuel that I have to deliver. If you look at my fuel max, it's a bit higher because that Prometheus. Oh, so this is perfect. The pirates took my my nav buoy, so now I actually have an accurate read of my speed. Managing the colony here. So here's the open market. This is the Independence open market. This is a sort of safer place to sell blueprints and the like that I don't want falling into the wrong hands. Because the planet would have to be raided for me to suffer the consequences. So this allows me to do some trades at home and open market some fuel and some supplies and stuff like that. I don't mind... oh, yeah. I don't really mind paying the tariffs. Yeah, let's go ahead and pay the tariffs. It's not that big of a deal. Cool. All right, so now we've got... let's fill a little bit more up on fuel. See if Perdition's actually cranking fuel out for us to buy. I know we have the commerce. Yeah, it is. Cool. Awesome. And let's go ahead and first things first, get rid of some of these path bases. Now, to be fair, this isn't a necessary thing to do. I just want to do it. I think there's a bug where, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because you might know better than I, the Luddic paths always fail. Their terracells don't work or whatever. That was a lot of storms. At least we only got hit once. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, I'm just gonna knowingly get hit. You look like Luddites. Alright, so they are somewhere in this system. We got that other tug. Oh, no nav buoy for you. There it is, sitting around that planet. Oh, you know what? The planet I went to the research base, I never really searched for ruins. That's a big old mistake. I just remember that because I'm looking at Enyo here, who... oh, I thought there was ruins here. Maybe it's just debris from Ashma or whatever. Military options. Let's blow this bad boy up. So this station has been supporting terror cells. Now, I didn't refit for anti-fighter yet. Plus, I have the ballistics weapons set up. Oh, this base is not too big. Tri-sided, but not enormous. Flux dissipation's really helping out. Although I'm going to have to lay off of the tachyons. Oh, no. I'm going to drop my own shields to try to dissipate. The onslaught here took full advantage of the fact that we popped them and went in for... You're kind of blocking me, actually. Alright, I'll just vent because I'm being literally blocked by my own ship. Oh, you actually brought some ships here with you. Oopsie poopsie. May have blown you up. And the base is gone. I'm not going to bother chasing that last kite. Alright, so the Luddic path cells have been disrupted because they lost their base. This is how it's supposed to be. And I'm out of here. Nothing keeping me. Well, this is a really good place to end this episode. So for all the people, Vyash Vyashslav, Kamerndai, Rakaishi, and Ego. Thank you so much for your feedback, your suggestions. I tried to put them to good use. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, please drop me a line. I'm not all-knowing. I play this game for fun. I'm not exactly an expert, but I do know what I'm doing, and I hope it helps you all. I'll catch you all later. Adios.